Tech fans, welcome back to another installment of This Week in Georgia Tech Athletics. I'm your host, Mindy Hylton. Our Georgia Tech football team is in its final week of spring practice with everything leading up to Friday night on the Flats, presented by PNC Bank. The game is this Friday night, April 20th at Bobby Dodd Stadium. Before the game, we have a concert planned on Callaway Plaza, as well as some fun entertainment for the entire family. Our game will kick off at 7:45 p.m. and will be followed by a fireworks display brought to you by Atlantic Station. But the fun doesn't stop there, as the band Civil Twilight will be performing outside the stadium to end the evening. This event is free, so we hope to see you there. For more information, visit ramblinwreck.com/springgame. After splitting the first two games of the series, our Georgia Tech softball team will take on number 21, Florida State, in the rubber game of its three-game series in Tallahassee tonight at 7 p.m. The game will air nationally on ESPNU as part of ACC Mondays. Tech's schedule does not get any easier with a Wednesday night game at number 11, Georgia, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Over the weekend, the Jackets will travel north to Chapel Hill for a three-game series against North Carolina, beginning with a pair of games on Saturday. It's $2 Tuesday at Rush Chandler Stadium tomorrow night when our baseball team takes on Georgia State, beginning at 6 p.m. Fans, you can purchase tickets, hot dogs, soft drinks, and popcorn for just $2 each. The baseball team is also in Chapel Hill over the weekend, beginning with a game Friday night against the Tar Heels at 6 p.m. The first two games of the series will air on ESPN3, while Sunday's game will be televised on ESPNU. Check ramblinwreck.com for all up-to-the-minute information. The Tech men's and women's tennis teams will also be in North Carolina this week for the 2012 ACC tournament. The Cary Tennis Park will once again host the tournament, with the men taking on 9th-seeded Maryland Thursday at 9 a.m., while the women will also face the Terrapins, who are seeded 11th at 3 p.m. With a win, the men will face number 1 seeded Virginia Friday morning, while the women would face number 3 Miami Friday afternoon. Our Georgia Tech golf team will be going for its 4th straight ACC tournament victory and 6th in 7 years this weekend when it opens play Friday at the Old North State Club in New London, North Carolina. Congratulations to Alex Cruz of our baseball team and Jillian O'Neill of our women's tennis team for being named our Georgia Tech Student Athletes of the Week. Both athletes had great weeks for their respective teams. That's all for today. Join us again next week for another edition of This Week in Georgia Tech Athletics. And remember, visit ramblinwreck.com for recaps and event and ticket information for all Georgia Tech sports. Until next time, I'm your host, Mindy Hylton, saying, Go Jackets!